I'm going to start a video about putting a complete dual exhaust on my 2004 Tundra. Right now it has a standard plain Jane exhaust that most of the parts are out of Rock Auto, Rock Auto. And still has the cats, still has a standard exhaust. Pretty boring. And I will show you what we're going to do. Right here, I picked up two 2.5 inch, whatever the fuck these are, Flow FX. They're 60 bucks on eBay. I bought an eBay stainless steel kit, you know, the universal kit. Comes in a big box. Box didn't have a whole bunch of lug nuts in it, but it does now because I'm a hoarder and I save lug nuts. So we're going to take that, and then I also bought these cheap-ass V-band clamps on eBay. I was told not to because I was told they are shit. I will find out. In the eBay kit, if you take these U-shapes, basically cut it down the middle. I was trying to figure out how, you know, what can you do with these. There's probably more stuff you can do with them. I don't know. But if you take and cut this guy right down there and flip it, I just tacked it. If you take the angle guys here, I think these are probably 45s. You cut the shit. Get fucked. So if you take this guy and cut one here and cut one here, and with that cut, I just threw a couple tack welds on there. Going underneath, I'm going to transition from where the cat is. This is just a standard 2-inch pipe. I believe this one's stainless. And this is not stainless. The only piece on the whole exhaust that's not going to be stainless because couldn't find one. And I'm not going to spend all month looking for one. But this will be the first part on the, I believe it's the passenger side, actually. And this will be the driver's side. This is coming off the cat, 2-inch pipe. And because the gas tank is behind on the driver's side, I'm going to do a UE here. And don't exactly know where I'm going to be. I got to rotate, I got to stretch it, whatever. We'll figure that out afterwards. These are just tacked. We'll figure it out, and next comes pulling off the exhaust. So here's a better look at the exhaust before I cut it off. I'm going to take that clamp off, cut that, and I'm going to cut it right down here. I'm going to cut it right there, just behind the cat. And on this side, I'm going to cut it just behind the cat. Get rid of those crusty monkeys there. The O2 sensor, I'm going to just disconnect for now. And I will figure out how to put a bung in afterwards. But I'm going to take this Y pipe out and send it. Before I cut the exhaust off, this is what it sounds like. Pretty normal, pretty quiet. The wife's going to hate it. The exhaust is pretty much removed. I got the Y pipe out. Here's cat 1. Here's cat 2. It's looking a little funky. I'm going to get rid of that crap. And we'll start playing around and trying to put some stuff on here. Exhaust is completely removed. Pretty obnoxious. I just welded up the first piece. And am I the best welder? Yes. Yes, I am. The best. Yeah. Let's put it on here. I had to sand this down. It's pretty snug. It's so snug I can't get it on. So it looks really close. I used verniers and some persuasion. I I don't want to smash it or anything because I don't smash things. But let's see if we can put this on. It starts. I gotta get it on there a little better. I'll have to sand it down some more and maybe sand the inside of the pipe. It's really close. So we'll go from there. Hopefully you can see that. This is just 2-inch. This one says stainless. So the 2-inch stainless appears to fit on. It's snug, but it's going. It's actually tight enough to hold itself still. That's good. And this one here is just on temporary here, just kind of jammed on. It's not on nice at all. So hopefully you can see it, beginnings of it. And we're going to take this guy and we'll try to get these guys to line up somewhat with each other, and then we can extend and go to the mufflers. I just cut off a piece about yay long. How long is it? I don't know. About as long as my hand. I just marked it more or less where I want it so that it's coming down towards the back of the truck. I get that piece that I cut off, marked it with a magic marker, and it's pretty much where I want it. I think that's going to be good. They will line up once they're kind of straightened out a little better, but upside down with the phone holding, you're getting what I'm giving you. All right, let's go do some fucking awesome welding. I did a little finagling and just tacked it, but I think that's going to be good. Something like that. It's going to get fun here. So now I got the two sticking out. I'm going to take the second straight piece and come out. And I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to take that U-shaped piece and stick it right up there like that. This way here I can have both mufflers tucked up just opposite the gas tank side. So we'll work on that now. With this straight piece in here, just kind of put that S piece into position, stuck a jack stand under it. I'm a little too close to things. That's my evap box. I don't really want that to be too hot. So I'm going to make another one of these S pieces. I'm going to make it a little tighter. So when I cut the U shape, I'll cut 2 inches out of the center, make another one. I think I can get away with having that muffler just a hair 2 inches lower. It won't be tucked up. I mean, I like it tucked up underneath there, but it's a little too tight. Marked it. I'm going to cut those, flip them, tack them, and I'll meet you back under there. All cut into 3 pieces. I'm going to flip it, get rid of that, tack it. Don't worry about getting it all fucking perfect. You know what I mean? Don't fucking worry about it. Make it as straight as you can by eye and send it. Now, once it's tacked together, is it perfect? Yes, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, stick it underneath. I just stuck it under there. I think I like that. Let's get a lot more room around that evap. That's going to work. Let's make the other one here. We'll do the next one. And we'll build another U-shape to try to match that piece of shit. Yeah. So if you have the opportunity, I bought this Evolution saw. It was way too much money. I think it was like $500. But to do this saw, I'm extremely happy that I did not buy the that wafer fiber bullshit. This saw, I've been making all kinds of stuff, and the blade's still been great. I've cut all kinds of nasty shit, and it just loves it. So, yeah, it was expensive, but definitely, I liked it. Really no good way to look at this. Yeah, that's not too bad. Trying to get them happy. Something like that. Welded up the stuff, everything, pretty much everything up to here. My S shapes are here, and I just threw the mufflers on to try to see where I'm at. And as you can see, there's pretty, I mean, the camera makes it look worse, but it's pretty bad. I have to figure that out. So we'll try to make some adjustments here. Try to make it so that they both come through. All finagled. I adjusted and kind of shimmied them a little bit, kind of turned the base piece. They look pretty good. I'm gonna probably put the V bands in, but I might just mock up some pipe to see what we're gonna need. From back here, you can see how much they're off. I'll adjust that a little bit more. It's probably not going to be perfect still, but I may get rid of this. This is the brake proportioning valve. I hate these things, and I'll probably just cut it off because it's mine and I can cut it off. I've owned these trucks for 20 years, and I can't tell you that I've ever noticed these things working to an amazing thing. Once you cut it off, you can just adjust this little rod up or down if you needed more or less rear brakes. I'll probably just adjust it so the brakes are fully on and run it. And if I don't like it, I can move it. I think if I take that S piece, after I delete the brake, and I don't have a piece handy, but if I take my 90-degree piece with a straight, I'll use my leg here for the video, come out back there, come out up here. I can't hold it. Oh God, I'm gonna fall over. So I marked where I'm gonna cut the V-band cut for it, and we'll see. I haven't done these V-bands before. We'll find out if they're any good. Just finished cutting it, and we'll see. Depending on where you put these clamps, my pipe is not perfect. So it's tight down there. And loosey-goosey up here. So I'm going to tack it, see what happens here. Throw a few tacks around it. Seems okay. I watched another YouTube video and the guy stuck it out just a hair so that it wasn't right on the parting line. Those magic marker lines are just so I could know where I originally cut it. just finished welding, or yeah, it's not really welding, that was butchery. I started tacking the mufflers. I adjusted it a little bit, so it kind of pushed it straighter to make them both look parallel. Nothing crazy, but I got a little bit out of it, maybe a 1/4 inch on the far end here. But they look pretty, it's acceptable. It's nothing great, but those fucking welds are great though. I stuck the extra S piece in here just to figure out where we're going to go, and on the passenger side here, just put in a straight. I'm probably going to cut it somewhere near the axle and maybe put an S shape, drop it down to the area that I want to come out at, so I can go out, S shape down, angle, and out. And on this one here, go S shape, out, angle, and out. If I take this piece for this one, and I were to cut it here, I could put that S piece here, and then that would allow me, I can't really show it with one hand, but it would allow me to get my elbow to stick out right around where the rear shackle is, and then I can come out to the edge of the bed. Stuck that S piece kind of diagonal a little bit, and then I stuck the elbow on it. Don't know, looks okay. Really should come out to the side of the bed. Another thing occurred to me is this is pretty close here, so I can move this back, say 4 inches. That looks better. It's just sitting there, but I think that'll work. There's less to hit. Couple inches of play. That one looks great. I'm just going to keep that. Starting to mock up the second one here, and I got an S shape coming out, but it is awfully close to that brake diverter valve, and like I said before, I don't like it, so I'm going to cut it out right now. After a bunch of messing around, and I mean a bunch of messing around, I got an S shape there, followed by the 45 bend with a 90 bend with a straight pipe coming out. And then I can cut it to the length I want, but I think that looks where I want it. I finished welding the pretty much done side, and then I hung some MIG welding wire just to hold it in place. Still have the one jack stand down there. Now I'm going to continue on with the one I hate. Finally think I'm going to tack it. I'm going to go tack all the way from here, and I'm not going to tack the last pipe. I'm just going to get everything done here so I can take a good look at it, make sure I like it before I do it, before I finish. Going to start making J-shaped holders for the rubber doohickeys. I just went to my local steel place and I bought some 3/8 stainless. I'm going to just put it in a vise and start bending it till it gets to a halfway decent round shape. It's not the greatest, but at least if it comes in contact with the pipe a little bit, I should be able to weld it. See how it goes. Okay, this is the 3/8 stainless steel. I just told him any steel would be fine. It cost me 30 bucks for that little piece. Now that I'm finishing the little J hooks here, just bent them up. Absolutely nothing fancy. They work. They're not great. I had to step this one over a little bit. And that one down there. That wraps up this side. I'll do the hooks on the other end, and I'll put that final tailpipe in.